Well, welcome to week 3 of our life group study called I Am, which is running through our entire spring session here. This week we come to Jesus' statement where he says, I am the light of the world. Now, have you ever walked into a room, reached over, flicked the switch, and nothing happened, right? The lights didn't come on. It's a really strange feeling. It's much better when you flick the switch and lights come on. I think with light comes clarity and peace of mind. Two really important things. Now in John chapter 8, we see Jesus, what it reads is Jesus is coming to the temple early that morning. So it was probably just turning light from being dark. Now we also see that the Pharisees they're bringing a woman to the temple who was caught in adultery, and they're bringing her there to really be killed. And so Jesus shows up and he gets down and he writes some things in the sand, and I wish I knew what it was that said, but he gets down, he writes some things in the sand, and then he stands up and he says to the people there, to the Pharisees there who were ready to kill her, he says, whoever is here that doesn't have any sin, let that person throw the first stone or rock. And what we see is they all drop the rocks and walk away because, of course, it's impossible because they all have sin. And so no one could throw a rock or condemn her. So the original hearers of this would have been transported by his words of I am the light of the world. They would have been transported by his words back to a scripture in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2, that refers to the coming Messiah as the bringer of light. And Jesus wasn't pulling any punches here. He was directly saying that he was fulfilling that, and he was the bringer of light, that he was the Messiah. So this week, we'll read a little bit more in John chapter 8 and talk about the idea of Jesus being the light of the world and what that means. And so I'm looking forward to the next time.